cross before me, the world behind me, the cross before me, the world behind me, the cross before me. No turning back, no turning back. I will follow you.
I want you to understand today that bad things happen to good people. It rains on the just and the unjust alike. And Lazarus was one of those good people that had the bad things of the world come unto him.
I was here in 2009. The little girl Donna was so very sick, and she was what kicked this off. She's what God used to tell me that this was a need. We sent the money back, we got her treated, we got her well. But before we came, I got news that I wouldn't be able to see Donna because her plantation owner wouldn't allow us in, and even threatened the folks if they went out. But today I did get to see her. I've asked a lot of people to pray that I'd just be able to see her one more time. And God answered your prayers, and I appreciate that so much. I speak to her and her mother. She's very passionate and shy. And God used her to motivate this trip. When I saw her today, one of the first things they told me was that she's doing well, but when she coughs, her nose bleeds. And doctors saw her today and took care of the nose problem, and they also found out she's got an infection in her lungs again. So they gave her medication to treat that. What if we hadn't come? What if that infection in her lungs didn't get treated? And God's told me again, as hard as this trip is, through her today, we have to come back again sometime. We've got to do it again.
All day during Bible school, I had seen Anna walking around the perimeter of where we were playing games and things with the kids. And I kept noticing her. She was watching. And I tried a couple times to get her to come play the games with us, and she just, I don't want to play. And but she kept watching. So there was kind of a lull in the excitement and activities, and I kept watching her, and she sat down in a chair, and I went over to speak with her and asked her name and talked with her and found out her name was Anna, and I told her I had a niece named Anna, so we started an instant little communication there. Talked to her for a few minutes, persuaded her to come and sit and listen to the Bible story, because she told me that she was shy, and I told her that I would come over with her and sit with her. And she was listening very intently to everything that was going on, but it was quite noisy and there was a lot of distractions, so she really couldn't hear what was going on with the Bible lesson. After the Bible lesson was over, we were just sitting chatting, and a few of her friends had gathered around, and so I finally took the opportunity to ask her if she went to church and if she read her Bible, and we chatted, just chit-chat for a while, and then I asked her, I said, I'd like to ask you a question. If something bad would happen to you tonight, would you go to heaven? And she couldn't give me a yes. And so I asked her, would you like to know? And she said yes. So it gave me the opportunity, and thankfully Brother Steve Lloyd was right there, kind of helping out, encouraging me. And Anna listened to every word I said, and as I showed her the scriptures, and when I was finished taking her through the gospel and showing her scriptures, how to be saved, I asked her if she wanted to pray, and we prayed together, and she said the Lord saved her.
When the poor sinner hears the gospel.
The world lies in darkness, lost in their sin, and they don't even know the danger they're in. We who are called to the glorious light must shine like a beacon of love. In the night we will carry the torch, we will lift high the flame, we will march through the darkness in the light of His name, until the glory of God is seen by the world. We will carry the torch of the Lord. There's no need for failure, there's no need for fear, for the Lord goes before us to make our path clear. Let the glorious flame, let the glorious light, let it shine out through you of love. In the night we will carry the torch, we will lift high the flame, we will march through the darkness in the light of His name, until the glory of God is seen by the world. We will carry the torch of the Lord.
Filipino people just seem so different. They embrace us in such an incredible, loving way, and the missionary support has just been wonderful here, and they're a people who are so open to receive the message of Christ, the love and the concern that we have to give, and more willing to receive than any people I've worked with.
Carry the torch of the Lord. We will carry the torch of the
Decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. No turning back. No turning back.
The world behind me, the cross before me, the world behind me, the cross before.
Not only are these people, do they have like a hard time, where they live and things, but they're so appreciative and so thankful, everything that we're doing. It's amazing that they're not mean-spirited, you know, towards us, and they've just been great helps.
How has her cough been doing? Has she been feverish? Okay. Is that a cough? Fever?
I will follow, though none go with me, still I will follow, though none go with me, still I will follow, no turning back, no turning back.
When I came here 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was by myself. And I saw all this by myself and was very overwhelmed. And now people are with me experiencing the same things. The more people that come, the more people that help, the more the needs going to be shared, the more the needs going to be met.
No turning back.